I'm going to chat to you about a Greenspace that we've worked with a community in Cambourne to develop. And I just wanted to talk to you about how we got to the point of developing this Greenspace. So at the very beginning of Smartline, Tim Walker and myself, we developed a guided conversation, which is a semi-structured discussion that enables people to talk about their health and well-being. And from that, we could identify areas that people may have wanted to develop and create action as a result of that. So the guided conversation tool that we developed had a community focus and a personal focus as well. And what we were able to do, if we found themes within communities, was to develop projects around that. I should also say that initially the guided conversations were undertaken with coastline residents, coastline housing being one of the key partners of the Smartline project. So the outcome of the guided conversations that we did, one of them was a Greenspace project. So it was demonstrated through the research that we did that actually people were really keen to look at their street, the areas that they lived, and to improve their general health and well-being, because where they were living wasn't quite fit for purpose, wasn't quite how they wanted to be. So we identified a small group of residents in Cambourne who lived near a patch of bare land, and they'd always wanted to develop this space, but how could we support them to do that? So here is a picture of the space, which is based in Coronation Avenue in Cambourne. You can see it's quite nice. It's quite a nice green space to have. It's got bungalows completely surrounding it, but it's bare. The trees were dying all dead, and people were using the green space as a car park. So they were driving across it daily to go and park right outside of their bungalows, which meant that it wasn't a safe place to go and chat to your neighbours. It wasn't very nice. It caused a bit of ill feeling among the community. So we had our active group of participants who were really keen to develop this space, but we weren't really sure how to go about it and what they wanted it to look like. So we worked with a local artist who brought us all together into a room, and we did some lovely art-based classes around visualization and what kind of things would the community like to see. And from these artist impressions, we created passion for what the community wanted to happen. And we were able to identify volunteers to become a member of a committee, so to set up a formal committee so that people were able to bid for funds to basically future-proof this area. So we worked with various professionals in the local community to enable us to create this green space. The local secondary school supported us by creating 2 huge planters, which have since had plaques attached to them to thank them for their input. And there had been a history of sort of antisocial behaviour on this green space. So we wanted to make sure that local people were involved in this process right from the very beginning. We engaged with local community, local businesses in the community to create some other flower beds for us. And what we made sure was that all of the flower beds were of a height to enable people to be able to access them with their walking aids, as you can see the lovely Elaine there, or to be able to perch on the side just to be comfortable and do some gardening, basically. We work together with local gardening groups as well, and the community, as a community, we arranged planting days and sort of bring a plant and plant days, so plant swapping days. Tea and cake tends to bring people around. And we were really proud to receive Community Project of the Year award with Coastline Housing just before lockdown hit, which was lovely. I just wanted to show you an example of what it's looking like now. So you can see that there's a huge array of flowers and plants that have been planted by the local community, as well as fruit trees. And the community are keen to begin to encourage birds and hedgehogs, and obviously more bees to encourage pollination, etc. Just a couple more pictures so you can see that the planters have been strategically placed so that cars can no longer drive onto the green space, and the committee have successfully bid for funds to create the green benches that you can see there on one side, and we're awaiting delivery of another 2 benches to go onto the other side of that space. Just wanted to highlight some information that Greenleaf Communities had highlighted about Greenspace, which I'll let you read through. And then next, just some quotes from everybody who's involved. So things that so people are coming out of their doors and enjoying the space. I enjoy where I live now. I love going out and sitting on the green. We are looking forward to holding community events. So sadly, COVID scuppered our plan to launch the garden formally, and we are looking to do that in spring next year. And I have met several new people since the garden has been created. So people are starting to come out of their doors and enjoy the space and make new friends and new connections. So that's what the successes have been, basically getting people active and moving, getting people working in partnership with their local communities and each other, making new friends. And the project's also enabled us to help people learn in other ways. So some people now attend virtual coffee mornings with us, or have done IT training or Keep Fit sessions. But that's the green space in a nutshell for you.